Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've ever been here before, if you've never been here before, hello, hi, I'm Kelly, and this is a variety channel. And tonight, on this snowy, cold, icy night in Middle Tennessee, I feel like loving on you. I mean, like, if you'll have me, I just want to love on you. And the way I would like to do that, if you will indulge me a little, if you're into this sort of thing, is I want to piggyback off some lyrics. This is definitely not a reaction video. This song came out probably 8 or 9 months ago by this artist. It is absolutely incredible. It speaks to my soul. I love it. It's going to be one of those in-depth kind of conversations, the topics that it brings up. But I would absolutely love for you to stick around and just let me love on you. Let me encourage you. Let me bring up some topics within you. And that's why I love music. I love all types of different forms of art. However, with music, it does half the time it doesn't even matter what the artist might have intended with their lyrics. We as the listener are going to attach our experiences, our memories, our belief systems, which is going to be spoke on a lot in this video. We attach that to our interpretation, aka the opinion. So please know ahead of time, this is just my opinion on the lyrics. This is just how I interpret it, how it speaks to me, how it's encouraging to me, the different topics that it brings up. So yeah, if you don't mind, let me love on you for a minute, because it's going to bring up some stuff. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Also, I understand that I will be pausing and talking just like a reaction video. It's not a reaction video, okay? But I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's jump in. Also, one more thing. I'm fully aware that the audio and the video of my videos are not the best. I'm literally using my webcam and the microphone from my headphones. Okay, I don't have all that fancy schmancy stuff. So just bear with me. Hang with me. We're gonna get through it. All right, now we'll jump in. All right, you guys, I think we're here. Good deal. Sorry, I get super excited because I'm just now learning how to even record any of this stuff. All right, you guys, now one thing I want you to know. If you don't know anything about this artist, you've never heard any of his music, you don't follow him, whatever, all the things, he does not waste a line. He does not waste any time. So he just gonna come right out the gate with some information, and I absolutely love that. I'm here for that. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in. I just wanted to warn you that literally from the beginning, we're going to be going right from the beginning. He does not waste any time. Let's get it.
Power me up so I can shine when the world's the darkest. I'll charge the ones who understand so we can change the brightness.
Man, if you already know, you know. But to have it condensed and just put in a song right there at the beginning, you already know we're fixing to go deep. We're fixing to go deep with something. That is so powerful. I love that. It's literally the way of life for a lot of us, whether, and I'm going to get into my personal belief system, the belief of God, the belief of light, dark, negative, positive, all the things. We're just going to go ahead and jump in. He said, power me up so I can shine when the world's the darkest. I'll charge the ones who understand so we can change the brightness. Our world is so dark right now. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. Even if it just finds one person who needs that encouragement, who needs to be reminded of the shine and the light that is within you, you know? And see, when we're listening to this song, it's almost like it just right out the gate, you almost have to wonder, who's he talking to? He's not talking to a listener. He's not talking to me. He's not talking to you. So who's he talking to? And if you listen to the context of what he's already saying, he's saying, power me up so I can shine when the world's the darkest. He's talking about a source, a light source. So for me, whenever I hear that, when I kind of hear that, it's almost like I will attach my personal belief of, like, when you're praying, you're asking the Holy Spirit to power you up. You're keeping yourself in alignment so that you can shine when the world is the darkest. so we can change the brightness, because as we connect with other people and we're kind and we're offering that light of whatever it may be inside of you, we're changing the vibrations, as they say. We're changing the frequency around us. We're changing the atmosphere from dark to light, and light is always more powerful. So right out the gate, this song just sends you into this, like, sends me into this frenzy where I'm like, I am where I need to be. Yes, because I've never really heard it condensed so bluntly. First, right out the gate within the lyrics, just coming out and saying that. I just have to stop. Now, I'm going to be stopping and pausing quite a bit. So he's saying, power me up so I can shine when the world's the darkest. Charge the ones who understand so we can change the brightness. I love that. Let's move forward.
Water to wine, mud to gold, new to old, born and grown. Leave a story in a book to be read when we're old, and we go back home.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop again, because what? See, okay, for me, this song is just so packed full of beautiful lyrics. He said something so significant. I remember the first time I heard this. If you really pay attention to the lyrics, what he says is, water to wine, mud to gold, new to old, born and grown, leave a story in a book to be read when we're ghost, and we go back home. So he's establishing already, like within the song, kind of where we're going with it. But I want you to hear how he said, water to wine, mud to gold. And then at the very end of that, he said, born and grown. Born and grown. So that would show us the advancement thereof. But it's almost as if there's a contradiction that he threw in there that I hear of new to old. New to old. Interesting. That I'm thinking the most powerful part of the message is within the contradiction. It seems like a surface level contradiction, when in reality, whenever you begin to journey in this life, you realize that new to old is one of the more powerful aspects of growth. Allow me to explain. Let me put some love on you for a minute. Have you ever been going through your life and become entangled in a situation where you once start over here and then all of a sudden you're over here and you are a different person? Let's even venture to say that it was a good change, but it wasn't a great change. Or what if it was a terrible change? You still become something new compared to what you were when you first started. Now, what do you do when you want to go to the lengths of that maximum growth, that maximum due north direction, and you want to change and you want to grow and become the best version of yourself? Sometimes, if not the story for everyone, sometimes we have to go back to the old versions of ourselves from what we become, because it's not the best. Sometimes we have to go back, deal with what happened there, and you are simultaneously growing in order to shoot forward. Sometimes you have to go back and deal with the old man. Sometimes you have to go back and deal with your old self. Sometimes you have to go back and deal with your younger self, your adolescent self, your child self. You have to go back to that. So whenever I heard new to old, and it sounded like such a grave contradiction in the lineup of comparisons that we're having here, of the water to wine, mud to gold, new to old, the message for me was within the contradiction, because that's a very important part that a lot of people don't want to talk about. That's very hard. Having to go back and deal with who you used to be as a result of what you've become. And it's not always great. So that, I just love that. Okay. So anyway, all right, let's move forward. Let's go.
I'll be the wind when you need a breeze. I'll dance in the woods with you as a tree. If you cry in the rain, then the rain is me. I'll cover you up so no one can see.
You ever had a love like that? Oh man, if your brain just went to, whenever I said that, have you ever had a love like that? If your brain just went to romance, lust, passion in that department. No, no, baby. No, that's low vibrational compared to what we got going on here. Have you ever had a love like that? Where do I pull that from? He says, I'll be the wind when you need a breeze. I'll dance with you in the woods as a tree. Or, yeah, I'll dance in the woods with you as a tree. If you cry in the rain and the rain is me, I'll cover you up so no one can see. That's provision. Provision in very vulnerable times. That right there in itself is love. Love is an action. Love is the highest of light. Love, those are demonstrations of love. Now, could someone argue as far as just the song itself, reviewing the lyrics, like is that him saying he wants to provide that, or he wants to send that type of energy out to his listeners? Absolutely, but at the same time, on a more personal level, when I hear that, it literally, the first time I heard it, I literally seen an umbrella in my head. Hear me out, follow me. Also, never said I was an artist. An umbrella. Yep, an umbrella. Okay, I want you to imagine all these little spots right here. All these little spots. Those are light bulbs. Light bulbs, all right? Got the diagram here? Follow me. It's almost as if an umbrella is an option. It is literally an option for you to choose to have or not have in a time of need during a storm. And if you're walking through this life and there is a storm and you have the availability for an umbrella, you have to choose to pick it up. The umbrella is not going to just hover over you, okay? You choose to pick up the umbrella. The umbrella itself is love. The different light bulbs that can come off of it to just keep everything lit up for you and keep you walking and keep you safe and keep you covered is all the ways and acts of love to be shown. So when I hear that, a lot of times people could mistake that for like relationships and stuff like that. No. We might try to exhibit that the best that we can, but baby, the only capable hand you're ever going to have to ever even be able to provide or mirror that type of love comes from the source. It comes from that source of light. For me, I interpret that as God. We will always fall short being able to fully provide that to someone, but the only full capable wholeness and that full protection that we're going to have and that provision and all of that provided to us to even know how to provide that back is through the source itself. So when I hear that, it is so beautiful. It's almost like a blanket, like of a reminding from the Holy Spirit, like, yes, this is what that is. So moving on. Yeah, I'm totally dissecting these lyrics. I can't help it because when it first came out, it just related so much to my soul. So let me continue to love on you.
And I'll be here, there, now, then. Time ends on your last again. I'm a phantom riff, a ghost in a lens, and I'll be here, there, now.
All right, I'm going to stop right there because that's important. It's part of the title, right? Here, there, now, then. A lot of people can't fully wrap their mind around what that concept might be. He said, and I'll be here, there, now, and then. It's almost like it introduces the concept, of timelessness. Because how can you be in two places at one time? How can you be in the present and the future at the same time? It's the concept of timelessness. And he moves forward to, I'll be here, there, and time ends on your last. I'm a phantom riff, a ghost in a lens. Now that's him, I feel like, just kind of talking about himself in the situation, because in reality, we may listen to certain artists, you may be hearing my voice right now, but if I'm not in your reality and you're not in my reality, we don't actually know each other. It's almost as if you're hearing a phantom riff come from a music artist and it's a ghost in a lens, as if, was he ever even really there? Was I ever even really here? You know what I mean? So I love the little input that he did in that. But the power behind I'll be here, there, now, then, it's almost as if it introduces that never-ending circle of timelessness. We as humans here on this earth, we have time to help better organize our entire existence, along with numbers, shapes, and everything else. We could go so deep with that conversation. But wrapping all of that together, it's like I interpret that to be that love and light is timeless. It doesn't. There is no beginning and there is no end, not for the real thing. And the only real full wholeness that you can receive is actually from the source of it. We are just reflections of it. You know what I mean? So it kind of takes me to a whole other place. So I would love to hear other people's interpretations of this song as well. So let's move forward.
I've lived it up, and I strive through the evil darkness. Look to the sky when I was lost, became my own centaur.
I'm going to go ahead and stop again because every single line is not wasted. This song, I just absolutely love it. Okay, he says, I've lived it up. And also, if you see me looking down, I'm trying to make sure I don't like mess up the lyrics. So I have it printed off. He's like, I've lived it up and I've strived through the evil darkness. Looked to the sky when I was lost, became my own centaurus. We going deep with that one, baby. We going deep right there. That right there reminds me so much of walking through this life and being very used to darkness, having to strive through it. Kind of like you're walking in between here's light, here's dark, and you're kind of used to it over here, but you're, a little too bright for it and all the things, which we get further into that. I'm getting a little ahead of myself on that, but I've lived it up. I've strived through the evil darkness. And it's a lot going on, and we spend a lot of time looking up to the stars or looking up for someone or something to come in, rush in, change everything for us because we don't know that we can do it. But if you listen to what he said, and it's so relatable, he said, look to the sky when I was lost, became my own centaurus. What is a centaurus? It's the brightest constellation in a southern sky. When he looked up for help, he realized that all of the help, all of the light he needed, everything he needed for that moment, he had. The provision was there. Sometimes we go through life, and I've experienced that multiple times, and you'll keep trying to be taught this lesson until you get it. You go through situations where you're presented with it, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know how to do this, and you're looking for something to save you, and you feel lost, and all of a sudden you realize the answers were within you. Baby, you were strong enough to do it from the word go. The biggest lesson for you wasn't getting out of it. The lesson was you realizing that you could. It's so powerful. So that's kind of how I interpret that part. I love it. I hope you're being encouraged. I hope somebody out there kind of feels the same way I do about this. All right, where are we at? All right, let's go.
For the devil too strong for the world, prince in the soul from a path long before. Upon a time a Harlem made a superstar, a cowboy forever riding through the unknown.
Oh, too bright for the devil, too strong for the world. That's powerful. Prince in the soul from a path long before. There's that timelessness again. You're too bright, like I was talking about. It's like you're walking this path, and over here's darkness, over here's light, and you're too bright for this side. It's kind of like you don't really know where you fit. Almost like that old phrase, I'm from the south side of heaven or something. It's like you've got this edginess to you. You've come from this darkness, but you're also still operating in this light, and you're also the type, if you're anything like me, you're willing to go into darker places to shine that light. So it's like I love that, exploring the here, there, now, and then, where you've been, where you at, where you going, and all the things. So I absolutely love that. And now we're gonna repeat that chorus.
I'll be the wind when you need a breeze. I'll dance in the woods with you as a tree. If you cry in the rain, then the rain is me. I'll cover you up so no one can see. And I'll be here, there, now, then. Time ends on your last again. I'm a phantom riff, a ghost in a lens, and I'll be
Oh man,
there now.
and how the song does that, from um, talking about the journey. You're talking about your journey, where you've been, what you've learned, and all the things, and then it coming back into light of, and I'll be the wind. And that is so powerful, because it's a big circle. Once you learn certain lessons in life, it's kind of your job in this life to then share it, share that light, share what you've got. You know what I mean? So I think that's powerful. Also, let's keep going now. We're just going to love on this song. Technically, I've been loving on it the whole time, but also giving you guys just my personal interpretation. So let's keep going with the song. Also, I'm sorry if it's glitching. I thought it was glitching. Sorry.
And I'll be the wind when you need a breeze. I'll dance in the woods with you as a tree. If you cry in the rain, and the rain is me, I'll cover you up so no one can see. And I'll be
I just want to point out something about the video, though. I know this isn't a reaction video, but I just want to point this out. If you know anything about this artist, if you followed him for a while, I've been following him since like 2017, 2018. If he posted, I've seen it. If there's a show, I'm going, all the things. But I want to point out how, like, he's sitting through the whole song, and then the song starts to build up. We're about to get hype, and he is such a high vibrational, hyper individual just by nature at times. You could tell when he went to stand up, he was about to get hype and get with it, start doing that crowd work for the crowd that's not even technically there, and start working the stage he's got. But those lights were just coming down on him, like, in his head, he's like, I better sit my hind end down, good Lord. Kudos to him for not ripping the lights off. Oh my God. That is good visuals, though. I love that too.
on your last again. I'm a phantom riff, a ghost in a lens, and I'll be here, there, now, then. Here, there, now, then. Power me up so I can shine when the world's
Oh,
darkest.
and there you have it. A song that is just so relatable for myself personally. Relatable to many people. And if you have found this video, I hope that you're encouraged. I hope you find it interesting the way that other people interpret it. I hope that it spoke some sort of light to you, some sort of love to you. Thanks for letting me love on you for a second and let me piggyback off this song, because it's just so powerful. And I love how at the end he wraps it up with repeating the beginning, that cycle, that timelessness. But anyway, if you lasted this long, thanks for listening to me just absolutely adore these lyrics and love on you guys, and share my thoughts on my interpretation of it. I'm sorry that I keep looking down. I just didn't want to mess up the lyrics. I was trying to make sure, girl, you heard that right, right? Like, you've been saying it right this whole time, because I can't tell you how many times this artist done put a song out, and I was thinking it said something else, and then a week later, I'm like, no, that's not what he said. So anyway, but I love you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Remember to stay kind. Go listen to your favorite song. Go tell somebody all your truths. Go tell them all the love. Go give them all the inspiration. Don't forget to shine. Do it. I don't care who doesn't want you to shine. Shine. Share your truth. Share your love. Even if the whole world tells you to shut up. Share your love. Share your truth. All right, stay kind. Love you guys.